Welcome back, my dear friends. This is Mr. Sam, the English teacher and the self-improvement coach. I miss you like crazy. First of all, I do apologize for that long period of absence because of this long summer vacation. But that doesn't mean that we have to be lazy. Don't forget to read every day, listen every day, speak every day, and write every day to make sure that your English is improving greatly, wonderfully, and amazingly as much as possible. I think that everybody still remembers that we started with some grammar lessons before that long period of absence. You know, the subject-verb agreement, the present participle adjectives, the past participle adjectives, and different kinds of sentences. The simple sentences, compound sentences, complex sentences, and compound complex sentences. Today, fortunately, we are going to start with a new lesson. It talks about relative pronouns. Now, what is the relative pronoun? The relative pronoun is a pronoun that comes to describe a noun that comes before it previously. Now, most of common relative pronouns are who, whom, which, that, where, when, and so on and so forth. Surely we cannot put them all together today, but we're going just to shed light on the most common relative pronouns in English. So let's get started and start discussing the relative pronouns together. Who and whom. Who and whom are both used to describe people. We can't use them to describe things. So who and whom, we use them to describe people. The main difference between them is that we use who to describe subjects, whom to describe objects. Look at the examples. Do you still remember the teachers who taught you in grade 3? In other words, you can make the sentence differently. You can say, Mr. Sam and Mr. Tom taught me in grade 3. So you can notice clearly that who here is used to describe the subject, not the object. Now, whom is used to describe the object. Look at the example here. This is the teacher whom all students love. Now, the original sentence is, all students love Mr. Hussam. So you can notice that whom here is used to describe the object. So we should use whom, not who. And I'd like just to cheer you up. Guess what? In American English, they don't use whom. They use who whether they describe the subject or the object. So they can say, the Americans, the natives of American English, they can say, do you still remember the teachers who taught you? Likewise, this is the greatest teacher who everybody loves. So in both cases, the Americans use who, they don't use whom. Number 2, which. Which is used to describe things. I hate, or animals in general. I hate the cat which ate my beautiful green socks yesterday. So I know that this sentence looks stupid and very goofy, but don't worry about it. You know that the learning process should be very exciting, extremely thrilling, so that you don't feel bored. So I hate the cat which ate my beautiful green socks. Number 3, that is used to describe things or people. So you can use it to describe things or people. Both of them can be used with that. Then after that we have whose. Whose is used to describe possession when you talk about belonging. Look at the example and everything will be as clear as the eye of the sun. That's the driver whose car got damaged in the car accident. So in other words, we can say that this car belongs to the driver. So that's the driver whose car got damaged in the car accident. So in other words, this car belongs to the driver. So when you feel that the sentence describes the possession or the belonging, you should use whose. The last 2 relative pronouns, when and where, I think that they are very simple to understand. When is used to describe time and where is used to describe place. So, do you still remember the party when I gave you a very big teddy bear? Do you still remember the party when? So when here describes the time. Okay, I will wait for you at the restaurant where we ate at 2 weeks ago. I will wait for you at the restaurant where we ate at 3 weeks ago. So where describes the restaurant, and the restaurant is a place. Okay? Hopefully you understood the lesson very well. I told you that it's very simple, but I'd like just to finish this lesson with a simple exercise.